welcome everybody. Welcome to my Mrs Dennis Stories YouTube channel. And I've got some very exciting news to share with you today because I'm going to start reading some of the competition winning stories that I set on my recent visit to Downham School, Downham Primary School in Essex. Now, I had winners in nearly all of the year groups, and part of their prize, when I went back to visit them recently, just before we broke up for the summer holidays, not only was a badge and a choice of one of my books. What else do I have here? The Girl Refused to Brush Her Hair, and bookmarks and things like lovely things like that. But part of their winning prize was for me to read their stories on my YouTube channel. So I've chosen 2 to do today, and I will do more throughout the summer holidays as well. So they will gradually all go on my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to listen to them, and hopefully it will inspire you to write your own stories as well. So just to show you just a few, I have Hare's House, Survivor Girls, Into a Dozy Slumber, My Dad's Beard, with his very long hair. Great stories, and some of them are a little bit scary, some of them are really funny, but very well written in all year groups. So the 2 that I've chosen to read today are from a year 5 and a year 2, so very different in accomplishments. But I'm going to start with The Injured Keeper by Teddy Harris, who was in year 2. When he comes back shortly, will be year 3. So well done to you, Teddy. Okay. Now this is called The Injured Keeper Who Became a Hero. Okay. This is Teddy's copy. You can see his own writing there. Okay. Most players will suffer injuries at some point in their careers, no matter how small. There are always medics on hand to help you up when this really does happen, but sometimes players do carry on even when maybe they shouldn't. One such player was Bert Trautmann. In the 1956 FA Cup final, underdogs Manchester City were winning 3-1 with less than 20 minutes to go. Their victory wasn't secure yet, however, as the Birmingham City attack kept threatening their goal. And they might well have scored again if it wasn't for the Manchester City sweeper keeper, Bert Trautmann. The German keeper had won Best Keeper of the Year, and he was showing everyone why. Having set up Manchester City's 3rd goal with a long throw, he was now keeping his team in the game. First, he rushed out bravely to beat Birmingham City striker to the through ball. "Nice one, Trautmann," the fans all cheered. Then he dived down to catch a cross just as Peter Murphy was about to pounce. "We love you, Bert," the fans cheered. But this time, Trautmann didn't jump back up as he normally did. Instead, he was barely moving in his 6-yard box. "What's wrong?" asked his worried teammates, standing over him. He had really hurt himself in that last challenge. Eventually, the Man City players managed to help him up, but it was clear to see that Trautmann was in excruciating pain, but he soldiered on. Now, this is the end of Teddy's story, which is an inspiring factual story, and I love the fact that he has really had to investigate the dates and the names, and they've all been verified. So well done to you, Teddy. This is a really good piece of factual writing, and quite inspiring as well. It made me go on and have a look on Google, had to look it up and find out exactly what happened. And I was delighted to say that, yes, not only did they win, but they were all given medals, the whole team, and obviously including Trautmann, and they received them from Prince Philip, who was the then Queen's husband. So well done again to you, Teddy. Okay, so now a completely different story, and this one is called The Betrayal at Midnight by Chloe Ames, and she's in year 5, or she was in year 5, soon to be year 6, Chloe. Okay, so The Betrayal at Midnight by Chloe Ames, year 5. On a cold winter morning, as a cacophony of snow danced its way to the ground, a winter wonderland wedding was being held at a local church near a snow-covered common. As the bride was rummaging through boxes of decorations, something caught the corner of her emerald eyes. A photograph of her soon-to-be husband with another woman. She did not recognise this woman at all. Gobsmacked of disbelief, the bride continued decorating, trying to get the thought out of her mind. Whilst the bride began to decorate the church, she hummed a sweet tune, but stopped abruptly. Her brain switched off like a light bulb. She had a sudden change of feeling about the man she would marry, unsure to say yes, not at all sure to say no. Yet again, she continued to decorate, trying to get the thought out of her head. Finally, the day had come. The wedding people sat down, the bride looked beautiful, and her handsome husband was waiting. It was time. The music began to play, and the bride took graceful steps towards her love of her life, the registrar, and last of all, to her husband-to-be. The bride was so confused. Her husband was still gazing, facing the aisle, utterly perplexed, with nervous tears in her eyes. The unthinkable happened. Her sister was the one walking down the aisle. The end. Wow, that really is quite intriguing. And I love the choice of words that you've used, Chloe, and the fact that you really described not only the weather, but how you were feeling. I know what you look like. So I thought this was very well written. Well done, you. It is so important to get the ambience of your story. So really make sure that you're getting the setting in your stories, and the person that's reading it can imagine being there themselves. So really a big well done. And I will read some more stories from different year groups on my next filming. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.